Hello, and thanks for tuning in. In this review, I'm going to be taking a look at one of the last great slasher films of the 80s. And now, Intruder. The movie's about a group of people working night shift at a grocery store. An unwanted guest shows up and starts dispatching them in a number of creative and gruesome ways. As far as I know, this is the first horror film set in a grocery store, and it's a pretty good idea. We've all been in one, some of us even work in them, so we're completely familiar with the surroundings. Seeing the familiar tools of the trade turned against the workers is pretty fun. The highlight of the film is without a doubt the gore. The film would feature some of the most gruesome gore effects I have ever seen, and I've seen a lot of them. It should be no surprise that it looks fantastic, as the gore effects were handled by special effects legends K and B. The gore would be the highlight, but not the only one. The film is also really well shot. There are a number of incredibly inventive and fun camera angles that keep it very interesting to watch throughout. The cast and crew would also be pretty notable. The film was directed by Scott Spiegel, longtime collaborator of Sam Raimi. The film was co-written and produced by Lawrence Bender, who would go on to be well known with his work with Tarantino. It also stars Charlie and Emilio's younger sister Renee Estevez, though her part is pretty small. Sam and Ted Raimi, known for their work of the Evil Dead franchise, both have pretty significant roles, however, and despite receiving top billing, Bruce Campbell has about a 2-minute cameo at the end. The film also has a very dark, foreboding tone throughout, though there are a few completely unnecessary comedy elements that fall completely flat. There would be a number of cheesy, stereotypical slasher tropes, but you kind of expect that. There would also be some major plot inconsistencies. Like in every 80s slasher film, the killer is apparently omnipresent. Most of the acting in the film is incredibly cheesy. In fact, other than the Raimi brothers, I don't think anyone really stood out. Also, the sound mix was incredibly weak. I'm pretty sure this is just my copy though, so I'm not taking points off for that. Fun fact, the film's original title was The Night Crew, and honestly, that's a much better title. Everything also comes to an incredibly satisfying conclusion. One last thing, be sure you see the unrated director's cut. If you see the R-rated cut, take a full point off of this review. Intruder is a true underrated 80s slasher gem. Not only would it feature some incredibly inventive camera angles and some of the best gore I've ever seen, the original setting and plot pacing also work incredibly well. And let's be honest, it's worth the time investment for the cast and crew alone. Go ahead and give it a watch.